I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Hekate and just educate you guys before I go on in this reading. So Hekate was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, moon, ghosts, and necromancy. She was the only child of the Titans, Perseus, and Asteria, from whom she received her power over heaven, earth, and sea. Hekate assisted Demeter in her search for Persephone, guiding her through the night with flaming torches. After the mother-daughter reunion, she became Persephone's minister and companion in Hades. The most famous familiar of hers is the black dogs. The big black dogs. Hekate is someone that keeps the evil spirits away from any doors, portals, like any doors, windows, mirrors. And you know she's nearby when you see keys or the black dogs. And what else can I think? But yeah, she's known to help the homeless and the needy. And she's known to represent the crossroads. The shrines to Hekate at three-way crossroads were created where food offerings were left at the new moon to protect those who did so from spirits and other evils. Dogs were sacred to Hekate and associated with roads, domestic spaces, purification, and spirits of the dead. Dogs were also sacrificed to the road. And also, she is like the light bearer, the light bringer. So she is really good at protecting your home as well and your space. And sometimes she does work with Hestia, I believe. And there's another couple of them, but I need to do more research on that. But that is like the information I do have on her. And we are going to ask for her wisdom today and what it is that you need to know with so much love and so much respect. I'm gonna light her candle really quick and then we can get started. Okay guys, so we're gonna start with oracle cards today, and then I'm going to go in with tarot. And I do want to say that this might make me emotional. I don't know why, I just feel that sense over me. But this was one of the first decks I believe that I did give to Hekate, because it has like her symbol. And it's just one day, like I went to Barnes and Nobles out of nowhere. I went to the movies by myself because I love doing things on my own, you know, it's so fun to me. And then after, I had this feeling, you know, to go to Barnes and Nobles. And then I found this deck, and so I grabbed it right away, because it's so beautiful. And the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, wow. But yeah, it is so pretty. And so I used it maybe like a couple times, but then after that, you know, it was just there, it was on my shelf. And then when I did eventually start working with Hekate, that's when, you know, I put two and two together that this was for her. And it's crazy because you never really know. Like sometimes you would just do things. You will buy a book and you won't read it for months. Almost like you are being prepared to understand that book. You're being prepared to understand that energy. And it's crazy that I'm talking about books because look at her. Look at how she has this book. So that may resonate with you. For some of you, you are being prepared for something. You have been, I think that the first energy that I picked up on was a lot of guilt and shame because you feel as though because you feel as though you know, you did something wrong. Like, I think that a lot of people in your life, you have lost a lot of people in your life. You know, there has been a lot of fights, there has been a lot of, I'm hearing like severings, like and I think you have started to blame yourself because you think that you're the problem. But I feel here as though you may not realize it now, but it was indeed your protection that has blessed you with solitude, that has blessed you with being away from these people. I don't think you realize how much people's energies do affect you. And you know, I think that if things ended with that person, that situation, it was for a reason. It was because they are not meant to be on your path. And I think little by little, you know, you start to love your energy more, and you start to really see like who you are as a person. Like, your identity really starts to come out, and you give yourself so much space for love, for learning, for growing, because you have no one else to appreciate. And something that I'm getting is that I think that you were looking for inspiration from others, but really, like, I think that the more that you spend time with yourself, the more that you inspire yourself, the more that you want to do better for yourself. And again, with this card, it almost gives me the sense of, you know, you may work better when you're alone. Like, you may get overwhelmed really, really fast when you're around a lot of other energies, a lot around other people, I should say. And so this solitude isn't gonna be forever, this like hermit mode that you're in, but it is causing you to reflect on your life. It is causing you to have this like connection to the divine that nobody will break or influence. It will cause you to have all this knowledge that you didn't have before. So know that you're not always going to be alone. This is just a period of rest. This is just a period of learning, of reflection, of wisdom. And you will come out so much stronger when you are done with this energy. And your spirit animal came out as the wolf. So there is like this other side to you that you are so afraid of unleashing. The wolf is a sacred animal to some cultures, specifically indigenous cultures. And I feel as though you have this sort of fiery energy in you. You're gonna do what it takes to survive and more. You've always had that about you, and I feel like you are meant to break societal norms. You are meant to like, it's not that you're meant to be the villain, but people are going to say that about you. People are gonna paint you as the villain. Your success means that you're gonna ruffle other people's feathers because you're meant to do something different. And I feel like you've dealt with all this hate and all this negativity, but little do you know that that has been preparing you for you to have this status in life, or for you to have this success. And you know, this may have a lot to do with social media. Just like when you get to a place in social media of like everybody knows who you are, a lot of people hate, a lot of people send evil eye, and it's like your guides, your angels, and even if Hekate is protecting you, it's like they want to make sure that you're ready for that. Nothing ever happens just because. And I feel like it's like you're being made aware of that. I do think some of you work with her, or she does protect you, because she did show up in your reading with the lady goddess feminine energy. Or you could work with like a dark mother, so like Lilith as well. I could go on, but yeah, you could work with like a dark mother, but I think for a lot of you, she does watch over you. Some of you have a black dog, and this black dog is like, I don't want to say is one of her dogs, but like she watches over you and your dog. And if you do want to honor her in any way, you can put like a little plate with garlic. She loves garlic. Or keys as well. You can do like service at like, you know, like helping the homeless or the shelters, or just by bringing food or water or clothes. That's like a big offering for her as well. So something that I am getting is that the more people that you had around you, it was like you were just so sad. Like there was this sadness about you because you could not accept yourself. There could have been a lot of comparison between you and other people, and I feel like that's why they were removed in the first place, because that's why they were removed in the first place, because you don't deserve that. You know, you deserve to know that your weirdness, your quirkiness, you being different is nothing to compare yourself for. You know, this makes you so unique, so special, and I feel like, again, you are starting to really see that. The number 9 did come out a couple times. Like you have the number 9 with the solitude, and then you have 999, and you also have 19. So the number 9 is about, is almost like, well, 999 is about like, it tells you that you need to let go of the past. You need to let go of the version of you that you were in the past. I feel like in the past you had a vision to be somebody, but because you are wiser now, because you are more aware of, spiritually speaking, like you are more aware of your surroundings, and you have like a heightened sense of information, of energy, it's like your goals are changing. And I think the last piece of the past that you are holding on to is the goals that you wanted to achieve, the things that you wanted to achieve in the past. So I feel like this is almost a message that you need to allow your goals to change. You need to allow yourself to grow into what it is that you want to do. And things can always change, and that's okay. It's like maybe you feel like bad for that. Oh my god. And then this one says, thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. And it says, I am unique. Again, and I even saw, like, you know, you may look at old photos or memories, and you may get like really sad about that. And again, there's like a need for you to know that at the end of the day, like, you know, you lived your past already. You don't need to live it in the present moment or like every day on this earth. You can honor your past, and you can, again, thank like the lessons that you had in the past. But there is something about like you seeing the good that happened in the past as well. Like not all was negative. And it's like, it's important that when you look at the past, you see that those mistakes and those failures that you feel so bad about, or you feel so embarrassed about, that feeling of guilt or shame, that, you know, that made you into a better person today, that made you see who you didn't want to be, whether you were like a bad person to someone or whether someone shamed you. You know, you now know your worth, and you are more aware of what it is, where you are headed, what your vision is, and that's something that's being made aware here. You also have the number 19, so there could have been something significant that happened when you were 19 years old. And it's crazy because I have this card right here. Oh my god, I have this card right here of Hekate, and it is the number 19. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So for some of you, you were doing things that, like, it wasn't good for you. You could have been under some sort of addiction, or you could have been with someone that was very, like, somebody that wasn't good for you, let's just say that. And she could have been with you. She could have definitely been with you, and I don't think you realized it. Okay, and then you have, so for this one, it says, independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and work, and aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life you desire. I am a pioneer. This is so beautiful, because I know that this is literally one of the first things that I was saying with the wolf energy as well. Like, you have this like beast within you, this fiery energy, and I cannot wait for you to unleash that, and for you to really like give yourself the freedom to be who you want. Because you're gonna see, I didn't need that person, I didn't need that, you know, I wanted that, but I have so much going for me. Like, you're gonna take on this sort of mindset for sure. So you have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, you had a lot of betrayal, a lot of sneaky people around you. And maybe this is why it's hard for you to let go of the past, because you keep thinking on this betrayal, on the things that were said. You know, I think these people made it very clear that, like, you know, you can punch somebody in the face, right? You can fight somebody, and those wounds are going to heal. But when you say hurtful things to someone, you can't just take that back. And whatever these people said, I feel like it really stuck with you, to the point that you may be insecure about whatever they said to you. You have the High Priest. This is the Hierophant. No, yeah, this one is the Hierophant, because it's number 5. Because I'm like, I know the Emperor is number 4, so yeah. Oh, look at that. We have the Hermit. We have the Hermit. You have the 5 of Pentacles. I think a big part, okay, and you have the Chariot at the bottom. I mean, not, but yeah, at the bottom of the deck, let's just say that. So I can see that, like, with the 7 of Swords, someone did something to you that they had no business doing, and you best believe that you have always been protected this whole time. I think with the high priest here, you know, this could be one of your guides. But, and look at how there's 2 keys at the bottom. It's like, in order for you to get to this part of, to the good part of life, you had to go through whatever this was. You had to see how capable you really are. And there was like some sort of lesson attached to this, that was gonna put you in self-reflection, that was gonna make you understand parts about life that you wouldn't have. And this could also be attached to money. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they don't understand that the relationship that they have, for example, with money, is is the key to like making, let's say, like a lot of money. Because if you are always in a desperate like kind of energy, and you are like, you always feel like money is something that is not attainable, then it will not be attracted to you. It is, money and abundance is an energy, right? It is like a song that you put on, and the more that you put the song on and you sing to it, you know, the less likely that you're gonna, you know, like, imagine if you put the same song on for 20 times, you know, the 20th time you're not gonna be as excited. So it's like, instead of, you know, asking for all of this money, or, you know, being so desperate for it, it's almost like you had to learn that you had to tune into that energy, knowing that you deserve all this abundance, all this money, all these opportunities, that you are so very capable. So I feel like things could be stagnant now, but they are changing very, very soon with the Chariot. And the Chariot is number 7, so it could be the 7th, the 17th, the 27th. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're listening to this. But yeah, I do feel like you are moving forward from whatever this is, from this betrayal, and make sure to, I think that I'm being shown like someone burning bridges. I feel like you need to make sure that when you walk away from this betrayal and from these words, that you burn the bridges that were once there, because sometimes that's okay, right? You don't need to keep an open channel to people that have hurt you. You do as you choose and as you see fit. And if you feel like these people don't deserve to be in your life anymore, then so be it. But judge them by their actions and by what they have said, not by who they pretended to be. I think you are still finding yourself, and you need to be more gentle and more kind to yourself these days, because there's such a harsh energy out there in this world. So if you don't love yourself, and if you're not kind to yourself, who will be, right? But there is a lot of blessings, a lot of victory, as you make the wise decisions, as you make the decisions that benefit you, and that you follow your intuition, the more and more aligned that you will be, for sure. So yeah, I do hope that it resonated, that you enjoyed, and that it brought the clarity that you needed at this time. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hi. So if you chose this tarot deck, then this is going to be your reading. So we're gonna start with oracle cards today, and then we're going to jump into tarot. So hold on. Okay, so something that I'm seeing here is that you may have, it's like you have been depressed for a while now. This isn't something that like it just came out of nowhere. You may have this since you were like a child, or like in high school, in middle school. I feel like there has always been this like darkness over you that you can never seem to get rid of. Even when, like, I feel like it's not that you're sad 24/7, but you always have that feeling at the back of your mind. Like you could have a good time, you know, because this feels like it's very in and out. There's times and periods where you are happy, but most of the time it feels like there's almost like this cloud over you, and like your energy feels very, very heavy at this time. I think that with Hekate here, you know, I think that she wants to acknowledge that it's good for you to do better for this. I mean, it's good for you to do better for yourself, and you know, for you to say affirmations, for you to do things you enjoy. But I think she is reminding you that it is not your fault, that you do not control, you know, this stage in your life or this sadness. And yes, you know, you can do things that will give you little enjoyment and will bring a smile to your face, but know that it's like, because you are responsible for your happiness, you need to tend to yourself, you need to nurture yourself right now. And it's okay if you are sad, or if you are like, if you are not feeling 100%. Like, I think that I feel like the message here is like, you know, this soon will pass, this darkness soon will pass, and that's okay, right? Because again, I think there's times in our lives where we don't control what happens or how things happen, or it's hard to control our emotions. And I feel like she's saying, like, to give yourself space and to be more open to the fact to just nurture yourself in those times. If you have to buy a freaking bucket of ice cream or watch your favorite shows, so be it, you know. But don't feel guilty or ashamed because you're not that happy person all the time. You're not a robot, you're human, and you have emotions, you know. I feel like I just want to give you like the biggest hug, because I can just feel like everything that has happened. And for some of you, it's like, it's not certain things that have happened, but it's that nothing has happened. It's that you feel lonely, you're like away, like you feel so left out. So I feel like, again, this is just like an energy that has been building up. And I think the more that you try to suppress your emotions, the worse it's gonna get, or it's gonna be. So yeah, that is something that I am picking up. And for some of you, you could be like a night owl. You may have insomnia. You may just like to stay up at night. And you may be very creative during the night. Make sure that when you feel like creating something, that you follow those intuitive nudges, because this kind of energy here is going to help you to bring like a purpose into your life. This is going to help you make that into a career, if you if you choose to, or maybe it's just for enjoyment. But like, follow those nudges, those intuitive nudges, because that's gonna like lead you down a path where there's like happiness and there's excitement. So that is something that I see. And with the owl, there's so much wisdom attached to the owl, and I feel like you are starting to realize how sacred your energy really is. I feel like there's certain people that they could be like energy vampires around you, or you just feel like super drained around them. and you're starting to see that it's not worth it to waste your energy on people that don't deserve it, you know, because you end up being drained, you end up crying, you end up sad, and that's not worth it. So that is something that I wanted to say. And also with the owl, I think that this darkness and this like depression, this anxiety, like I feel like because of that, you have always been the person that like I can kind of see that maybe there's like bullies in front of you, let's say, or two people like talking shit, and you might not say anything for a while, you know, and then like when you do get fed up, like you put these people in their place. It's like, it's in the sense that you are a lot wiser about how to spend your energy because you've been in survival for so long, and you have been like your first heartbreak, you've been your first bully. So anybody that tries to do something negative or bad to you, like you can smell that shit from a mile away. You already know that something is off. So you are very, very wise when it comes to that, because again of this darkness, because of the things you've already had to deal with. And for some of you, you have trapped in fear in reverse. So I feel like for some of you, you could have really bad anxiety, or you could have really bad anxiety, but it's like you're not saying that. It's like you're suffering in silence. Some of you could have like BPD or quiet BPD, but again, that this is a general reading, so it's not gonna be for everybody. For some of you, this is just that, you know, you are not sharing the things that you are afraid about, or you're not sharing like what you are fearing in your life at this time, what is stressing you out. But you do have the crown chakra. So I feel like with these two together, it's like you are being made aware of what's important. Like you're getting your priorities straight. And I feel like with the crown chakra, this is the most important chakra. I mean, all of them are important because they're like a team. If you don't have one, then none of them technically work. But this is like this is the chakra where you receive the most information, and this is where you give and receive. Basically, this is where you give and receive energy. This is where you give and receive information. This is where you get your downloads, your dreams, right? Your messages. So you may be getting a lot of signs very, very soon, but I feel like she is also saying that you are so sensitive to energies because you have this like high vibration. Your energy has never been to fit in. You've never been like somebody that literally you've never been like somebody that was able to just be around others. And I feel like you feel the weight of the world, you feel the sadness of the world, you feel the darkness of the world. And I think that this is why you have this like darkness about you, this like energy around you. And for some of you, again, this is not for all, so take it as it resonates. For some of you, somebody could have put a hex on you or a curse. So just be very, very careful. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like black birds. So a big sign could be that like there could be like a lot of dead black birds around you. And like food is going rotten in your fridge. These are like very specific things. Like I feel like whatever this person did is so like what you are consuming is not like the food that you are consuming is like bad for you. And so you may notice that, like, let's say that you're making your coffee, your milk is expired even though it's before the date, and you have to throw it out. Or let's say, like, it's like the things that you are consuming become very toxic to you, like the shows that you are watching, all of a sudden, you know, they turn very dark or violent. It just be very careful with that. And also, like, just a lot of things going wrong, like you're losing things, you're forgetting things more quicker, you're having a lot more nightmares. So make sure that, like, if that is for you and you feel like a heavier energy than normal, that you are cleansing yourself, that you are protecting yourself, that you're doing spiritual baths to remove whatever this is. But again, that isn't for everybody. And you always feel it. Like, if somebody tries to throw something to you, I think you always feel it. Like, you will always know. All right, so then we have this one. Look how cute it is. Just look at it, it's so cute. Okay, so tell me about pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know at this time? You have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, you could be a single mom, or you could have guardianship over a child. You have the Temperance card here. You have the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the Lovers here. Let me get one more. Okay, you have the Tower in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the person that is sending you evil eye, oh yeah, and this could be like evil eye for all we know, but it is important to cleanse your energy, your space, you know, get rid of what you don't need that might be attached to this person or the past. But I was gonna say that this could also be evil eye. And with these 2 cards in reverse, know that whatever this person is trying to send your way, whatever negative energy, is being blocked. Like, they're not able to it's like they're trying to, like, take your blessings away from you, where they're not wanting you to move, they're not wanting you to, like, grow into the person you're always meant to be. And despite every negative thing that they can think of sending, or every evil eye that they are sending, they're still not able to hold you back, because you are about to step into your greatness. You are about to be blessed with one of the best times of your life, with one of the best blessings, because you deserve so many for just dealing with this person. So I feel like this has always been divinely guided, and what is divinely guided could never be taken away from you. Whether this is a blessing on your career, because this is Pentacles, you know, for some of you this is like a house, because it's almost like this person knows that at one point you're gonna move. This could be somebody that you live with, but this is like somebody that doesn't want you to move, or they don't want you to grow. Like, they can see the potential you have to go big. And with the 7 of Swords, this is definitely someone that acts nice in your face, but it's like they're really like a mean girl. You know, those people that it's like they are nice, but it's almost to a point where they're being sarcastic. Like, this is that person right there. And with the Lovers, this, if you have a partner, this person can even be jealous of your relationship. I really do not like, you know, fear mongering or bringing these sort of messages, but truly, like, it is the only thing that I can see. It is the only thing that is coming out. So I feel like you have already known this. Like when it comes to this person, you always kind of get that iffy energy. Like you're very suspicious, or you're like, like I don't know. So this should be a confirmation for you. It should not be anything new to you. So yeah, but this is something that I am seeing as well. Like I feel like with the Lovers and the Tower in reverse here as well, it's like your relationship is going to stand strong over all the challenges and all the obstacles. Your stability is gonna stand tall, or there's gonna be something better over all these obstacles that are headed your way. So get ready, because I feel like your guides and it's like your guides and your angels have allowed this so that when you step into your greatness, it can show them, like, you know, you can't fuck with somebody that is already blessed. You cannot touch certain people, and you need to know that. And I feel like that's what Hekate is showing me here. Like you cannot touch certain people because they have already been through that. They have already been through those lessons. So yeah, for sure. But just know that like it feels like you are about to show somebody to not fuck with you. And I don't even think you're gonna do it intentionally. I just feel like, you know, you're gonna be blessed to the point that it's gonna make this person mad. They're gonna be like, it didn't work, or, you know, they're gonna be evil eyeing you so much, but it's not gonna do anything to you. It's not gonna touch you. But yes, I do hope that it resonated, that it brought a lot of clarity into your situation. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello. So this is gonna be a reading for pile 3. So if you chose this deck, then this is the pile for you. So I want to jump into this one right here because it's calling my name so much. So this one is the Wiccan Read Ethos card. I'm gonna explain what that is in a minute. I'm gonna read it from the book to you guys. So it says, you are not one for sticking to the rules. In fact, you struggle when faced with that which you must adhere to. You have a natural rebellious streak which has led you into trouble. But honor that side of you, for it makes you all the more wonderful. However, as a working witch, it is vital that you have integrity in all that you do. At all times, you must follow the Wiccan Read. You can rest assured that it was not put in place to spoil your fun, but to safeguard all magical practitioners from harm to themselves and to others. You will find that the Wiccan Read is a positive instructional to live by, and promises a way of life that's in tune with the balance of nature in perfect love and perfect trust. You can be confident that nothing you do will come back and bite you when you live accordingly by the ethos of the Wiccan Read and by the law of 3. And ye harm none, do as ye will. It says, raise your standards, adopt some ethics, understand the importance of the threefold law and the principle of cause and effect. Live by the Wiccan Read. It will change your view of the world. Your situation is a result of past actions. Open your heart and trust. It says, this is supposed to be like the Wiccan Read. It says, great advice has been received through the wise words written in different forms throughout history. The read helps us to understand how to act wisely with all. It's important to abide by this law and follow it to the letter in all avenues of life. For what you give comes out back to you. I really want to look it up because because it's not really saying what is the Wiccan read, and now I'm very curious, so I will come back in a minute. Okay, so I couldn't find specifically like the Wiccan read, but this comes from this basically comes from like a longer poem. It is said that in the 1950s there was an English occultist, Gerald Gardner, who began propagating a magical religious tradition. And you definitely don't have to follow this. Like, you know, you choose your faith and your religion, but this is very similar to karma, of how like if you do something negative or bad to someone, it will be returned to you, right? This is basically what it is. The statement that is in this poster says, "And ye harm none, do what ye will." So if you're not harming anyone or anything, you can do as you wish. This can also represent like you having to do something with the law. So hold on, you having to do something with the law, so there could be something with courts as well. So just be careful with that. This could be like a contract that you're signing, because look at how in this card as well, she has like this book and she's wearing like this long dress, so that could be it as well. But yeah, this is just a reminder of karma. If you have been done wrong in the past or in the recent past, this may be a reminder that there could be good karma on the way, right? But I don't wish to scare you guys. I wish to educate you guys. It's important to know about different religions, different practices, because there's always wisdom in everywhere that we look. So yeah, and there's an energy of you guys of this like power. You have power here, and then you also have the phoenix. Even though this was in the reverse, it's giving like the phoenix that rises from the ashes, but it's like you haven't rose from the ashes. You haven't completely transformed in what you are meant to yet. You have not seen your own beauty, your own power, the person that you're truly meant to be. I feel like right now you could be in hermit mode, or you could be like how do I say, you could be in hermit mode, or you could be like reflecting a lot, cleansing your energy. And I don't think you realize that, but you definitely are. I feel like you're taking time and, you know, your own space to find out who you are, or you just feel like you need it, mentally exhausted. And in this solitude, you may learn about different religions, different practices. You may learn about the law. You may learn about something or someone that who you're meant to transform. So there's some sort of inspiration here, some information you will come across that will really make, it's like your energy will be so replenished by the end of this. So I could definitely see that here. All right, and then we're gonna look at tarot to see. You have the Empress at the bottom of the deck, period. So tell me, what does pile 3 need to know at this time? You have the Star. Yeah, so there is some sort of wish coming true, but at the same time, it's like, in order for you to like get this wish in your life, you are healing right now. That's what it is. That, because the Star also represents like healing and giving yourself the love that was taken away from you, you know, whatever was said to you. Yeah, like with the 9 of Swords, for some of you, you could be really stressed out with your job, and your job is changing. But I feel like for most of you, it's like your way of life. your way of life is very stressful, and I think you're finding a better way to live, a way that's more exciting, that's more passionate for you. You could be finding a hobby that you're turning into a career, something that like ignites your soul. I feel like you're just not meant to work a regular job, because this is how you feel, like black and white. You feel like a prisoner, quite literally, like you're so stuck, you can't move. And there could be a relationship that some of you had to let go of, or you will be walking away, because it's not that it's like this is a good person, but it just feels like you need someone that can match your energy. The same thing with the career and the job thing. It's like you need someone, or like people around you, that they're not trying to silence you. They're going to be there with you. They're gonna support you. They're gonna chant with you. They're gonna yell with you. They're gonna be excited just like you. It's like you need that. And yeah, you have Temperance, and I feel like you're not really getting that with this person. You know, they might be very loving towards you, but they might be a more gentle soul, or someone that's more calm and collected. And I think that it's like you are so for like the experiences. You're not living for capitalism. You don't want to work, you know. You are the type of person that you want to put your feet up, and you're making money that way. But I don't think that money drives you, and that's why it's so hard to find your purpose, because there's a lot of people where money does drive them, right? Where money is the reason they get up in the morning. But for you, it's like you want to be happy, you want to be excited, you want to be passionate, you are so full of life, and it's so easy for you to give that to others, but you don't ever really get it back. Yeah, with the 8 of Cups in reverse. So don't be afraid to like walk away from people and from situations when they are not giving you the same energy. They're not putting in as much as you do, because again, you are so full of life and you don't really ever get that back. So it's definitely not fair here. Yeah, but I do feel like you are rebuilding your life now. You are making it way more exciting, and because of that, you know, you might have to let go of certain people, of certain situations, and that's okay. So yes, pile 3, I definitely hope that you enjoyed and that this did bring clarity. I hope you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello. So this is gonna be pile 4 for what does Hekate want to say to you. We are gonna start with oracle cards. I did pull them already. I am filming on my camera, and then I'm also filming on TikTok, so if you see me going back and forth, that's why. But okay, so there is a sense of, I think that it's very hard for you to forgive others, because ever since you were young, it has felt like there was a lot that was taken from you unjustly from a very small age. You know, it could be your innocence, if you know what I mean. It could be maybe money, right? Money that you earned. There was just a lot of times where you had to be the adult. You had to like grow up earlier, and as a result of that, you definitely did have to like, I feel like now you're having to heal your inner child, and it feels like you're spiraling, or you're always going backwards, like you're emotionally withdrawing because of the things that you have had to endure. And one of the things that was taken from you was your peace. I think that you do lack a lot of boundaries, and and you need to get it together. You need to start placing boundaries so that you can protect your beautiful heart. You know, just because you didn't succeed this time doesn't mean that you won't ever succeed. It doesn't mean that you won't ever have things go your way. And you also have this card which represents spring. So some of you guys could be a spring baby, but spring is associated with the wands energy. So wands is a very fiery energy. It's all about inspiration and shedding light into places where it is very dark, bringing clarity into situations. So there's a sense of that. Like, there is a lot of darkness now. You feel like you're in this big hole and you can't see where you're going or what you're doing. But with this card, there's almost like this light that's being shed on your situation. There's a relief coming, and there's just a lot of inspiration here that will come of this. Now, I think that you may not see your light, but other people definitely do. And because of that, I think that you definitely irritate other people's demons. Or I don't know, with this scorpion as your spirit animal, I feel like people judge you based off of like what you wear, or like off of the money that you make. They don't see your spirit or your character, and I feel like that's a mistake. That is a very big mistake, because it's like, you know, when you're gonna fight someone and you might be very short or young or small, and so the person is like, oh, I could take them, but in reality, like, they don't know what tricks you have up your sleeve. You know, they don't know what you're made of. So I feel like this is in the same way, but spiritually. I feel like you may be very, very protected, just like the scorpion. It is very small, but if that shit bites you, that's it. You're in the hospital. So yeah, I do feel that, like, yes, you are very protected, but I think people underestimate you a lot, because of what you wear, because of, you know, how you are. You may, like, I think that you like to live life on like you might be very funny, you know, and you just like to live on the lighter side of life. You don't want to be so serious all the time, and people take that for granted. They don't see like the things you've been through. For sure, that is something that I am seeing here. So let's see what else wants to come out here, pile 4. Okay, we're just gonna take all these cards that fell. Look at how beautiful this deck is. It's so gorgeous, honey. All right, so the first card that we have is the moon. Some of you may have your hair like that, like black and like green, black and red. Like, you might have a different color, or like brown and pink, brown and red, I don't know, blonde and burgundy, but you may have like 2 tones. You have the 3 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you definitely suffer in silence, and I think that makes the disappointment and the heartbreak even harder. And it's like you don't let it out, so you hold on to that. You have the Ace of Swords. You see, again, with the 2 tones of hair, that hair is so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Look at her hair and how it's like blonde and black. That is so beautiful. And even this one too, I didn't even realize that. Oh my gosh, she has like blonde and brown. So this is especially for you if your hair is like that, okay? You have the Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse. And you also have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you may have felt like the family that was supposed to love you and protect you didn't give you that. They didn't give you a chance. Like, a place to eat at the table is kind of what I get. Like, you, since day one, you have always been like left out, or you have always been like the scapegoat for your family, and you have felt like the family disappointment. You also have the Lovers in reverse, so this does tell me that with this card, it's a big sense of like, how do I say that? This is like a big sense of like, I think that you question all of your decisions because you don't, I think you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your decisions. You don't trust your energy, because of the influence that you've had around. So you're learning little by little that you have so much wisdom, that you have so much truth to you, and that the decisions you make will not, most of the time, they're not gonna benefit anybody but you, and that's okay, you know? Like, you're not here to please everybody else. You're here to please yourself. And this could have been like a relationship. Maybe for some of you, you lived with a person and they cheated or they really hurt you, and you may truly keep this to yourself, but you may not be over this person. You are very wise, and you know that if they come back in, you will like speak your truth and then you will bounce. I don't see you giving them another chance, but I feel like you haven't forgiven them or let them go. There's someone, like whether it's your family or like a person that hurt you, that you haven't let that go. Like, you're still holding on to that pain. And I think the message is like, in order for you to alchemize and transform this into a better energy for you and to take advantage of the blessings that will come in, you need to let go of the pain. You need to let go of the person that hurt you. Yes, they fucked up and they shouldn't have done it, but it was not your fault. There was nothing you could have said or done because that was that person's choices. And you forgiving them doesn't mean that you didn't hold them accountable. It means that you're ready to live your life in a better way, and they will no longer be a part of it. Let go of the vision you had with this person, because they don't deserve that from you. They really don't. Yeah. It's like you have to, you're still like you know, like when you're moving and you're moving so slow, like you don't want to pack your stuff. So that's exactly how I'm seeing it. It's like, you know that you need to let go, but you're doing it so slowly because you're afraid of what might happen after, or you have a lot of anxiety on not knowing what's gonna happen. But know that Hekate is always guiding you and through this time, for sure, through this difficult transition. But yes, I hope you guys like, comment, and follow, and I will see you in the next one. And then for you guys, I hope that you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and that it definitely resonated with you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.